Hello, and welcome back to our Curse Plays Project Zomboid. Man, it's been a while, especially since I actually last recorded an episode. It's been quite a while. Now, let's get us a book. Let's cure some of our unhappiness level. We've got some things to do. So, in between last episode and this one, I have actually moved. And I've done some changes with the sound. Let me know if it's too quiet or if I need to up it, because I did get a couple of comments about the fact that I breathe nasally a lot and they find that to be quite annoying. I've gotten a couple of comments for that, and I found it annoying as well. I just didn't want to do all the stuff required to cut it out. But on the I've still got some stress. I've still got some unhappiness. Let's pull the unhappiness down a little bit more. Something, comic book's pretty good. Let's go ahead and read. Our character can walk around as we do this. So Ghost LPs linked me a video about doing better audio with OBS for streaming and Let's Plays and that sort of thing. So I followed some of it, not a ton of it, just some. I've lowered my gain quite a bit so that it should be less pronounced than it was. I've also moved. I've changed locations. Instead of being in my friend's basement, they got a new house, and I have an actual bedroom in the new house. And so there's going to be some echoey stuff going on until I can, actually get more stuff in my room to absorb that. Okay, our character's weight is really low. He's also really starting to... I've got some fresh carrots and fresh tomatoes. What's our hunker at? Both of these are about really similar. We're going to eat a margarine. Okay, so we're starting to get underweight. We're gaining some weight. There's some new bars up here that are, and some bars here. But we're going to take care of those because some of our... let's see, let's hide these. Some of our mods updated in between this one and last one, and part of that is our bars mod. Now, there's stuff like all this health stuff and calorie stuff. That would be useful to know for what I'm planning to do currently. However, it's kind of like a little cheaty. Let's check on these. Info. Ready to harvest radishes. I like that. These tomatoes are still all young. They're well watered. Let's check out down here. Just some broccoli. Okay. All right. So those are all the big things that are important. Let's come in here. Let's get some duct tape. Nope, not all of it. I don't want all. No, I don't want all of it. We're going to take some of the rolls that aren't full, because they weigh the same. We're going to repair our bat. I think all of our lights just went off. Man, there's just stuff around the base that just needs to be done. Okay, let's get... Yeah, generator just went off. To 89%, we should probably Do I have the current, my current with my electronics, with my electrical? I am. Okay, so let's also grab some scrap electronics, but not that much. Let's go ahead and fix it. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab the gas can. Okay, so where's my fill gas can? Okay. I don't want to drain the gasoline from tank. Okay. I mean, we'll stop it if it doesn't do what I want it to do. Man, I have to relearn all this stuff all over again. Okay, it's a full gas can now. Good. Place you right down there. Okay. Next, repair the baseball bat. Not enough duct tape. Good old add two. Yeah, we can repair this again. Okay. Go ahead and put this away then. Just throw our scrap electronics in there too for now. Alright. So let's get into some shenanigans today, I think. Okay, so let's take a look at this truck. Alright, so its overall condition is 70%. Glove box is fine. It's got a ham radio. The gas tank could use repairs. Battery will be fine. The engine's really bad. make some windshield armor. Recipe, intermediate mechanics. Flatbed storage. Yeah, 655. Okay, so this is good. The condition of the engine is shit. So is most of everything else on this thing, to be honest. Let's grab a couple of gas cans and fill her up, and we're gonna go looting. That's what I think we're gonna do today. And we can still add, which is good. We can still eat a little bit more. Now we can leave the planks and the sheet rope in there. I don't want to carry around all these empty gas cans, though. We're just going to come back and throw those on the ground. Okay. Oh, them sounds. Them sounds are so good. We're gonna do more looting here in this area. Didn't mean to hit that. Yeah, we've hit this house quite a bit here. But we haven't really hit anything across the street. Nothing. Mailbox. Okay, so we can't open that door. However, these lights, we can take them, but to be honest, it might be better. I do have a screwdriver. I can't destroy it, darn. Okay, nothing. Come on, take it. More water to steal. Let's disassemble the television here. Sewing kit. I'll throw that on the ground. So back here, nothing much. Just a picnic table. Alright, this is nice. Actually, I'm not going to disassemble any of these. Because I do actually plan on using them. Let's see. All rotten stuff, sadly. Eating any of that'll kill me. Oh, juice box, that's still good. Mostly going to be coming through here for like all the food. Empty jar is always a good find. I also got some vinegar. I could start pickling things. Cooking pot, always good find. Today I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things, you know, record an episode. Episodes are probably going to get shorter. As I've said, I've moved. However, that also has some that's good for me and also bad for me. The bad here is that I hope I'm recording. Okay, I am. Good. So the good is, you know, not living in a basement. I don't want to complain too much because, you know, my friends, they let me live there for free so I can, you know, get things back together, decide what I want to do with my life, and then, you know, figure all that stuff out. Great. I don't want to complain too much about it, but, like, I was right underneath the living room, and they have children, so that means, like, kids stomping around all the time. And there's also, like, sizable gaps in the floorboards, so if stuff got dropped on the floor or when they sweep and stuff, it all just kind of falls into my room and all over, like, my bed and my stuff. Basically, it was a, you know, pull the sheets off my bed and put new sheets on them almost every other day. It was a thing. And now I don't have that. However, the bad part about all this is that where we moved out of the city into the out into the country, which is a place I'm far more comfortable at. I don't much enjoy living in cities, or being in cities, or anywhere near cities. Too many people. But, so, moved out here, but that means the internet's not as good. We went from having, like, some of the best internet you could get to, the internet out here, I'm basically, we're basically just, how would I put it? Like, we have wireless internet throughout the house, but that wireless internet is basically coming from cell phone towers. Because until we start getting the satellite stuff up, we're not really going to be able to get anything better. Which is a shame. My buddy who bought the house, like, he will do anything to get somebody to run some fiber up here. Considering we technically have food, water, and a bed here, we technically don't actually have to go back to base. We can work on filling up all 655 units of storage here. We're even going to double speed too. Man, that perk or not perk, that all thumbs, man, that thing sucks. I am not going to make another character with that. Okay, let's continue on. That's basically everything on the ground floor. I do want to actually take the chairs, because I have plans for the eventual base. Okay, all this stuff. I don't necessarily need any of these, but I didn't grab anything to be able to like, I don't have any scissors to break them down, tear them into sheets. Let's disassemble the radio, all that little electronics XP. So episodes aren't going to be as long. My upload schedule is going to change a little bit too. Oh man. So I'm actually currently recording this like probably an hour before my videos used to go up. I used to put them up at midnight. They're going to start going back up at 6 a.m. Central again. No, not Central, Eastern. 6 a.m. Eastern. Simply because I am recording them day of now. I don't really have as much available time as I used to. So, like, a lot of it's going to be last minute, that sort of thing. So there's going to be some changes. I'm a lot busier now, thanks to the job. I've been picking up a lot of overtime. Which is good, you know, making the money, because I got things I want to do, things I need to do. So I think I'll go ahead and just let you guys in on what that is. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working on becoming a commercial airline pilot. Basically starting from nothing. So I've done a bit of flying, and then figured out I really, really liked it. This was like over like a year ago. Figured out I really liked it, and basically was trying to figure out like how I could turn that into something that would benefit me. I basically worked very skill-less jobs most of my life because I have, I joined the Army right out of high school. I didn't really pick up any useful skills there. I was a combat engineer, dealt with a lot of explosives, and then really didn't do anything with any of that while I was in, because sometimes it's just how the Army do. After that, it's been like working for either security, like I am right now, or it's been... I really shouldn't be... I shouldn't be disassembling that. It's either like working like security or like retail, like Walmart. And I just really want to get a career off the ground. So I'm about to get a lot busier. I'm busy getting all of the paperwork I need together to go and see my air medical examiner so that I can get a class 1, which is the highest rating of medical that you can get. So I'm working on getting all that together so I can get a class 1 flight clearance. Because, like, if you have a class 3, yeah, you can do private pilot stuff. You need a class 2 to do stuff like fly cargo, that sort of thing. But you need a class 1 to fly commercial passengers. So I'm eventually going to need it. Get the sewing kit out of there. So I'm eventually going to need it down the line. I do have my GI Bill, and what's really nice is that I found out through the GI Bill website, or through the VA's website, that all the costs for getting my private pilot's license through the place I want to go through, that'll basically be paid for, which would be really, really good. But the thing is, when I start doing that, my schedule is going to look something like, hey, I get up at like 7 in the morning to go to one place to, do my flight lessons. And then I turn around from there and go to work, and then not come home from work until like 10:30, 11 p.m. So you can see how that's going to really put a damper on the Let's Play schedule. Man, my character really should start carrying around a flashlight, because it does get dark at night indeed. I mean, it's only 10 p.m. in the game. Let's go ahead and put everything we picked up into the truck. I'm thinking maybe I should go and pick up all those, just grab everything. I'm thinking maybe I should go and grab those chairs and just chuck them in the truck. But then, even later this year, maybe not even until the beginning of next year, I'm going to be... So that's all the plans, just to get my private pilot's license, which gets my foot in the door. Once I have my private pilot's license, I plan on transferring from the campus of Purdue I'm at to Purdue Global, which is their online, and doing an online degree in aviation. So... And that's going to entail even more flying as part of, like, actual flying as part of my curriculum. So GI Bill and student loans will cover that. And, yeah. And so, you know, even when I finish my private pilot's license, and then, you know, that that use of my time goes away, it's going to be replaced by something that's probably going to be a little bit more something that's going to be a little bit more time intensive. And throughout most of this process, I really have to think about, like, stuff like my job. Currently, I work second shift. Second shift might not work really well for the flight instructor that I get my private pilot's license, that sort of thing. There's a lot of variables and stuff right now, but because that's my career goal, my current job is my current job. I'm really just using it to try to take care of all of my current expenses, you know, my bills, that sort of thing. But if this job won't work with me and what I'm trying to do, you know, there's other jobs I can take. There's other things I can do. So I'm not really married to the job that I'm in, that situation, because they should be able to work with me. Security, depending on where you work and what you specifically do when you get there, the job I've got, you know, I man a metal detector. If there's nobody coming in and out, I could sit at my post. I could do homework. Currently, I read books, but I could, you know, work on my homework. I could study, so I could offload some of that time onto my job time in which I'm getting paid, instead of, you know, having yet another time sink when I come back. So we're going to be seeing some, there's going to be some iffy stuff going on as far as, like, my uploads go, because I'm really, really trying to improve my lot in life. The most money I've ever made was $21 an hour working as a non-salaried manager at Walmart. That job sucked. And nothing else that I could really think of to be a career. And the fact that I dropped out of college like 10 years ago, it's really come to bite me in the ass. It's really hard to get places to let you into degree programs and stuff when you do that, when that happens. So it sucks, and it's hard to climb out of, but I'm going to be working on climbing out of it. So that's kind of, you know, what's going on. The move, oh man, the move's still not over. My my friends whom I've been living with, you know, they bought this new house. They haven't totally moved everything here out of their old house yet. I've moved all of my stuff, but that's just because all of my stuff was still packed from when I moved away from, you know, the last apartment I had. And I left there because, like, I don't think I've really, there it is. I don't think I've really talked about, like, what my personal situation has been. Also, the sounds of this vehicle are fucking spot on for a deuce and a half. I'm gonna say that right now. But I had been living with my now ex-girlfriend. We lived up here, and she finished community college. You know, she was kind of like a late starter, like I was. She had dropped in and out of college when she was younger, and then, you know, after things kind of stabilized for her after she met me, and so she wanted to finish her bachelor's at a. There we go. She wanted to finish her bachelor's at a major university. And not that I can't blame her for it. Let's get our character something to eat. What can we eat that will actually really make our character Let's eat some chili. Evaporated milk looks pretty good too there. Oh, corned beef. Yeah, let's get the corned beef out next. But, she wanted to finish her degree up, her bachelor's at a major university. And I didn't really blame her for that. So we moved away from basically all of my friends and family. Um, she didn't really have friends, and that should set off some alarm bells in some people. She didn't really have any friends except for my friends, and we moved down there, and things were good for a while until around COVID. I'm not gonna blame COVID. There was a bunch of stuff going on, but basically things didn't work out. To make a long story short, and we broke up. She couldn't afford the apartment, so she moved out, and I lived down there for about another month, and I was really, really unhappy. I was unhappy with where I was in life. I'm mid-30s. Been working dead-end jobs, nothing real, nothing that I'd call a real job, anyway. And, all in all, just not enjoying life. And my friends up here, throughout the whole thing, because, the disintegration of my relationship with my girlfriend, that lasted, a year. And so throughout the whole time, they're like, hey, Matt, if you need somewhere to go, just come up here and stay with us. I mean, these are people I've known since high school. And, we're ride or die, basically. As good of friends you could possibly have. These are good people. So I decided to take them up on the offer. I quit my job. And moved back in the area where I grew up at, where they were living, and moved in with them. And, they gave me the space and time, let me stay with them with no, not having to really pay rent or anything. I paid my own bills, with my own savings and stuff. I wasn't totally dependent on them at all. And then eventually I came to figure out what it was I wanted to do, and they're like, yeah, that sounds great, So they're letting me stay with them, but, they got the new house, and the new house costs more than the old one, so... And I am working again, so, we agreed that, I'd pay them rent, and that's how that's going. So I'm working towards something. Because, I don't really think the YouTube thing, the Let's Play thing, or even if I try streaming, I don't really think I have the personality for that. I think I'm rather dry, for the most part. But, it is what it is. So I don't really have grand designs for, YouTubing or anything. It's just I put up this stuff because it's fun. But, all that stuff that I'm doing in real life is going to affect the channel, my uploads, and that sort of thing. So, anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed my ramblings while we looted a single house. I will see you guys again later this week. Thank you for watching. This is Arcurus, signing off.